What's up, folks? Your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're doing a Smackdown review. We started off with an introduction to the Thunderdome.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Vince McMahon's in the ring. He introduces the crowd, if you want to call it that, the video screens that were behind him, to Thunderdome. This introduction doesn't take long till the lights go out and the Fiend comes out. He's walking out with the speed that would make an Undertaker entrance look like a sprint. The Fiend gets into the ring. He's matching steps with Vince McMahon. Then Braun Strowman comes out. Vince McMahon leaves the ring. As the Fiend and Strowman are staring each other down, Retribution comes running in and surrounds the ring. The lights go out again. The Fiend disappears. Retribution runs in the ring, beats down Strowman. The Smackdown locker room comes running out. In the first wave, they get taken out. The second wave comes running out. They clean out house. Surprisingly, though, The Miz is kind of late for the party. Drew Gulak helps Braun Strowman up. Strowman kirks out, lays out Drew Gulak and Jey Uso, and tears up the ramp to the backstage area. We then go to our first match, Sheamus versus Big E, with some of the Smackdown locker room at ringside. We got two big hosses going at it. From time to time, the camera keeps switching over to The Miz for some reason. I think that might be foreshadowing something going on, but actually nothing really happens of it tonight. The lights start going all screwy, but nothing ever happens with that. King Corbin and Matt Riddle start fighting, which starts a big-ass brawl with the locker room. This distracts Sheamus. Big E gets the roll-up and gets the pin. Backstage, Jeff Hardy's getting his knee looked at. He says he got attacked from behind. We'll get more onto that here in a second. Also backstage, the Lucha House Party get jumped by Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, which is our next match. This is going to be for the SmackDown tag titles. This is a decent match. It was really fast-paced. Cesaro pulled a reversal on Dorado, gets the pin. After the match, Kalisto and Lince Dorado are sitting there fighting with each other. I guess this might show it being the end of the Lucha House Party. Okay. We then got a recap of the Retribution attack that didn't happen more than 30-40 minutes ago. But in that recap, we see Jeff Hardy getting his knee kicked in by AJ Styles. In a backstage segment, Mandy Rose says she sees the good in Sonya Deville, wants to bury the hatchet, and put everything behind them. Sasha Banks and Bayley come out. They got an interview with Corey Graves. He asks, are they splitting up? They say no. They all talk about their match with Asuka at SummerSlam. They're all interrupted by Naomi. She comes out. She says she wants a fight. Corey Graves makes a suggestion on having a beat the clock challenge to see who's going to go first at SummerSlam. So that's our next couple of matches. First is Naomi versus Sasha Banks. This is an M match. It lasted 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Naomi tapped out to the Banks statement. So we got Naomi versus Bayley. This is another M match. After Naomi got beat down for a while, she miraculously hits the rear view, gets the pin faster than the 3 minutes 39 seconds. So Bayley is going to be defending her title first at SummerSlam. After the match, Asuka comes out, says she's going to be taking both titles at SummerSlam, that none of them are ready for Asuka. She takes out Sasha Banks and Bayley. Okay. Backstage, Sonya Deville has absolutely nothing to say to Kayla Braxton. Dana Brooke comes to talk to her about what happened earlier in the week. Sonya Deville slaps the hell out of her. And back in the trainer's room, Jeff Hardy is cleared by the doctors. Sonya Deville comes out to the stage. She answers Mandy Rose by saying she wants a no DQ match, and the loser leaves WWE at SummerSlam. We then get a recap of the Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss story. Cutting over to Nikki Cross. She says she has a feeling something terrible is going to happen to Alexa Bliss. In our main event match, we got AJ Styles versus an injured Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental title. Right off the bat, AJ Styles is targeting Jeff Hardy's injured knee. Hardy is barely able to put up a defense. As Hardy's trying to mount up an offense, AJ Styles trying to hit the Styles Clash. Hardy kicks AJ in the head with the leg that has the brace on, knocking AJ Styles back. Jeff Hardy hits the Twist of Fate, the Swanton Bomb, gets the pin, and is now a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. In our final segment of the night, we got the Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt's talking about how love can be a bad thing. Introducing the story of Braun and Alexa being played by Huskus the Pig and Ramblin' Rabbit. Wyatt stops that short, saying that's not how it ran. Braun Strowman comes running in and attacks Bray Wyatt, dragging him out of the funhouse into the backstage area. Wyatt and Strowman are fighting all through the Thunderdome garage. Strowman chokeslams Wyatt off of a loading deck. An ambulance comes pulling up. They load the ambulance up. It starts pulling away, stops, starts backing up. Everyone's wondering what the hell's going on. The light inside the ambulance turns red. Everyone goes, ooh, oh no, what the fuck? And it opens up and the Fiend comes out. The Fiend starts laughing in front of the camera. We end tonight's Smackdown. Tonight's Smackdown was alright. It was almost falling along the same lines as Raw. Not really a good go-home show. I'm going to give them a little bit of slack with this whole Thunderdome thing, being it was the first night out with it. They probably got a couple little bugs to fix in. When it comes to all the screens and stuff like that, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I was looking at some of the camera footage of the camera using on the people at home. There are some people on the screen that look like they were bored. Like I said, I don't know what really to make out of it. I'll give them a pass tonight. Maybe on SummerSlam and Raw, it might get better. Who knows? Or we could be looking at one big train wreck. But that'll do it for this episode of Smackdown Review. I'll be back on Sunday for the results of SummerSlam. But leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Smackdown, what you thought about it, what you thought about this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.